At M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On third down, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On second down, Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run. Guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. It was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the...
And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Again, Wilson will keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
The Ravens at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson now. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Again, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
4 yards. Second and 6.
No, we changed it.
At the Broncos' 49-yard line.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
No.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Down inside the 10.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play action. Now Wilson.
This pass caught by Hamler.
20, 10, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
K.J. Hamler,
77 yards.
and the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
13. Hey, report. You change it. 13.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, Ozzy, shut up. No, we changed it.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A big loss for the brings up 4th down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Tucker's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
1st down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And some room to run now. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson going deep downfield for Ross. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This will be caught at about the 6. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing now is Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Again, Wilson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before.
It's on.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. The 20, 10.
He's going to have the 1st down and more than that.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 41 yards.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this